Janine Rogers has loved jewelry since she was a little girl, and she remembers clearly how she would always find herself playing with her grandma's jewelry instead of toys, stating it was love at first sight. And this has brought her to living up to her childhood passion by now owning a jewelry store, Spiral Studios, right on Hillsborough's North Churton Street, where tourists and locals alike are welcomed and able to shop for jewelry, local art, and more. Silver accessories fill the glass cases. She expresses that she loves to primarily use silver because you can get a lot more creative. She also states that she wants to sell products that people can actually afford. Customers come in daily looking for new pieces for themselves or a loved one. And Janine tries to cater to everyone's style in the jewelry she produces, because she knows not everyone will be into bats and cats. This allows you to walk through her store and say, "That screams me," at least once. She wants her jewelry to be something people are excited to wear every day, whether it's a simple ring or an extravagant pendant. And the storefront is just a fraction of it. All her creative energy is shown and expressed within her workshop. That happens to be right behind her retail space. It may look a bit chaotic, but it's because she's constantly making new, one-of-a-kind pieces and special orders for friends and customers. And yes, she does make it all by hand. Because of this, she's able to customize jewelry for each person's needs, from making a chain longer or changing up a design. Frequently, she mentions working in the studio until 3 a.m. to finish a piece. This includes soldering with a torch to join pieces of metal together, forging to add texture or form the metal to a specific shape, and using her buffing wheel to remove scratches and polish the silver, all to get each individual accessory ready to go out on the retail floor. She put in all this time to share her creativity with her customers, who often become her friends because she connects and welcomes everyone to her store space, which has expanded this year. Janine's business now has 3 rooms. Her jewelry front, behind that her workshop. And now if you peek behind the workshop and through this store, she has her metaphysical room, which started as a space customers could only shop in after calling Janine to let them in. It had a few cabinets of metaphysical luxuries like tarot decks, stones, and crystals. But she wanted to fully renovate and expand this part of her business. It required a lot of hard work, and she had a specific vision to fill this room with magic for her customers. And this was all hit by a hiccup when the flooring flooded, and she had to fix it. But she was up to the challenge, because as Janine says, life's too short. You might as well do what you want to do. And she wasn't going to let some water get in her way. And she resolved it in the most Janine way, using her jewelry tools to cut the soggy wood as she didn't have a saw. And if you don't believe me, here's that same tool, a cutoff bit from her flex shaft, being used on her silver work. The new flooring was added to Spiral Studios' sacred little space, making it one step closer to sharing these magical luxuries with everyone on March's last Fridays. The opening was possible because of her friends, who are constantly helping her out. This includes Felicity on the right and Camille in the white. Felicity is the rock connoisseur who handpicks each stone which comes into the sacred little space. Camille helped manage the retail floors and put out last-minute stones for everyone's enjoyment on opening day. Janine's boyfriend John also supported her in making her dream a reality by helping her design and hang her banner. And with the help of a few of her friends, her grand opening of the sacred little space for March's last Fridays ran smoothly. But she was still running back and forth between the 2 parts of the store to make sure she greeted every face through the doors. Last Fridays was full of new faces, old faces who were so excited to come support her, and those who were there for her every step of the way. And even after this grand opening, Janine has had old customers come in excited to see the new room, like this young girl whose last time seeing it was when it was just a few cases. Spiral Studios is now not just a place for Janine to share her love of jewelry, or a place for her to make new friends, but also a space for her to share her other niche, her love of all things magical. Whether you're in the front of the store, peeking in through her workshop, or leaving through the back door. You will always be welcomed by Janine Rogers.